Oh, TV broadcast kids. Man, I miss you guys. Seriously. Today is the 14th. I guess we're going to go in multiples of 4 now, or 7. I don't know how to count. 7 days in a week. It was kind of fun. I checked in with some of you guys on just yesterday via the online conferencing stuff. But yeah, it was kind of fun to check in. It's fun to see your faces and just hear your personalities come out and stuff. I don't get that on a every other day basis anymore. Just to hear even just hear Max say iconic again. Man, that just hit me so hard, and I didn't think it would hit me that hard. I don't have another assignment for you right now. A lot of you guys have yet to turn in the 2 different reports. The one was kind of a special report on what you're dealing with right now. The other is kind of a mini documentary. Hopefully you're doing some interviews and coming up with a solid topic and all that. I hope this is a good time for you as much as you can make it. This is kind of the new normal. I've been cooking a lot. I've been playing tons of video games. I challenged myself to erase my save on Mario Kart Wii. And my son and I have been earning all the characters and all the bikes and all the, the mirror mode track and stuff. And it's been kind of fun to do that. Last night we earned the Cheep car and Baby Daisy as a racer. And it was kind of fun to see that, just kind of like relive that excitement of like, oh my gosh, I got a new character, Whatever you end up doing to kind of break up that monotony, that's good. Maybe it's video games, but I hope you don't get engrossed in that and then like all you're doing day in, day out is just like kind of wasting your life away playing video games. I am also doing tons of yard work. I'm cooking. You should see my yard. There's red mulch everywhere, and I smelled like red mulch yesterday. But and I have cuts all over my hands from various projects that have to do with the front yard. But it looks amazing. We have a lot of curb appeal now, which is fun. I have been playing with the kids a ton. I've been keeping to my routine. I try to go to bed at a reasonable time, and I wake up every day to my alarm, just to shower, get up, get ready. My dog now knows that when I put my belt on, she can hear that jingle, and she's like, oh, that's Daddy's collar, right? And it makes a jingle sound just like her collar makes a jingle, and that's her cue to get up and come bug me to go on a walk. We always go on a walk. That's my alternative to walking to school every day. I don't come here to the school every day. I am coming about once every, about once a week. This week I'm gonna have to come a couple times because we got our new lab. So there's all these computers that are set up are the old usual computers, but I do now also have the new computers that are going to get installed over the summer. And I had no idea they were going to order them right now. I thought they were going to get ordered and installed and put in over the summer. As far as I know, they're not going to get installed until after this school year. All of your stuff, all your footage, your projects and stuff are still on these computers. So I'm not going to, pull the rug out from under you and suddenly you don't have your projects. That would be kind of rude of me. But I do have the new computers. My next step after I am done talking with you guys is I'm going to stuff them all, sadly, into the recording room. And I was going to use the recording room more, but I need to lock them in the safe place and all that. So sadly, I don't have any other place for them. Anyway, so I did learn too that they're super nice. They're 32 gigs of RAM, really nice video card, really nice graphics card, and super nice processor and all that. So it's definitely an upgrade. Those of you that are going to take my other classes, photography or video production or whatever, next semester, or excuse me, next year, then we'll have way nice computers that open programs like in a fraction of a second rather than 10 minutes later. It was always frustrating with these computers when you click, open Premiere. Oh gosh, that was the worst one. You open Premiere and like 10 minutes later, Premiere opens. These now have as much RAM as my laptop has, and all you have to do is just click it, and like a second later, Premiere opens. It's super nice. At least that's the way it is on my laptop. I'm sure it's very similar on these with super nice processors and all that. And they'll have all the Adobe suite and everything else. But they don't have your stuff on them. So if we do come back, if and when, crossing my fingers, that we do come back the rest of this school year, you can get the footage and make a backup copy of what you do have on these computers. This all kind of hit suddenly, and now it just keeps getting extended and extended. I don't know. Will it continue? Maybe. Maybe not. I hope not. But I think even if we do come back, there will be some weirdness going on. Like people will have a hard time wanting to go to big crowds of people, I'm sure. So even if we do go back to school, they're talking about broadcasting things like, assemblies or graduation or things like that. Oh, I had a tickle in my throat. But anyway, I want you to be at ease. Everything's fine. As long as you're safe, as long as you're social distancing and all that stuff. If you do go out, wear a mask. It's kind of funny. I don't have like a nice little cover mask. I have like, I have painting masks. Like I'm a DIY, Home Depot every 10 minutes kind of guy. So I have like filtered masks, and I have, my dust mask, and I even have one of those cartridge masks for spray painting and stuff. But I don't have just a simple like surgical mask. So every time I go to Home Depot, every time I go out to the market and stuff, people are like, oh dang, there goes like Raiden from Mortal Kombat. Is Raiden the one with the face mask? Anyway, I felt like Bane the first time I went to Costco because I was wearing this like enormous, ridiculous mask. And I kept muttering about the darkness and all that stuff. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are great. I wanted to take a little bit of time with you to play some of these videos that I've gotten as entries. Number one for the special report, but then I've also gotten some of the mini documentaries. Now I recognize the mini documentary, we've done kind of a mini documentary before, or at least we started one, and maybe these are along that same vein, but maybe they're not. I have yet to see some of these. I've seen some of them, but not all of them. So I'm kind of excited to see them in their full detail. Some of them I got a real good chuckle at. The special reports are just great. You're going to love these from all your different. It'll be kind of a nostalgic moment, right? It's like, oh, that's Perry. Oh, that's Breck. Oh, that's them, right? I miss you guys. And maybe I'm just a nerd like that, but when I saw all your different faces, I'm like, oh, man, I miss these guys. So anyway, let's watch these. I'm going to put my headphones on so that we can listen right along, and I am going to, let's see, does that work? Yeah, nice. Okay, can you still hear me? Yes, you can. All right, so this one's from Breck.
Okay, so, this is my quarantine post, or whatever this is supposed to be. I'm just currently doing, wait, how do I switch the, I don't know how to switch the camera. I'm just doing the amounts of homework that my history teacher is giving me. I can't really go anywhere, but the grocery store hasn't really, it's not necessarily run out, but it's like getting a lot worse, at least the one that's by me. And every time I drive, my dad makes me like wipe down the wheels, so that's kind of interesting. And yeah, it's just been pretty boring, and I want this to end. I'm actually surprised that I missed normal school, but
yeah. Breck, I missed normal school too. I didn't think I would, but here we are actually missing school. It's like, I miss that. We miss those social interactions and everything. Luckily, I have been to both Costco and Winco, and both of them, I'm happy to report, have, you have to wait in line separate from each other and all that stuff. But they're fairly well restocked, right? They're fairly well to do in terms of like, I even got a box of tissues one time. My wife was like, "Hey, will you see if they have more tissues?" And I actually found a box. Of course, it was a limit. You could only buy one. You could like hoard all of them. But they've got toilet paper, they've got water bottles, and they've got all these different things. One of my daily videos, like a week ago, I challenged myself to go find a thermometer, right? I'm thinking, man, what if somebody actually needed a thermometer? And I went to like 7 different stores, and I couldn't find one. I did actually find one at the most random place. It was the Macy's, or excuse me, the Fresh Market right by the school. And I was like, oh dang, like I would never suspect that was even there. And they had like 10 of them, like either oral thermometers or the head temporal, whatever you call it, scanner. I'm sure this is how you work it. Okay, so let's see the next one. Great job, Breck. This one made me smile. This is from our good, wonderful friend Perry. Hey, let's pause that and we'll back up. I'm going to put my headphones on. We'll go full screen. And there's Perry.
Hi guys, this is Perry Jaden. This is my Coronication vlog. I hope you guys are all doing well. So far what I've done is redecorate my craft center twice. I've rearranged the dinosaurs 5 times. Yeah, I took that down. I made that in 7th grade, so I'm going to redo that. I've started 4 friendship bracelets, 2 are for actual friends. This is a necklace that I'm making. It's taped to the wall. I started an oil pastel drawing, but I've decided to scrap it. Killed my plant, but it's okay. The box told me it'd come back. And hung up a picture my friend painted me. Taped up those 2 friendship bracelets. And made this. It's a stress relieving thing. I used all our dishes. I've come to terms with the fact that I am indeed a Visco girl. Written about 5 fan fictions as a gag. Found my dress from a Harry Potter dance I went to. Made at least 5 TikToks just in quarantine. Buried both my dead guinea pigs. Slept through exactly 1 earthquake. Made 1 pillow fort. Almost cried because my daffodils are blooming. That's all for today. Thanks for watching my Coronication vlog.
Okay, where did that go? Can we just can we just appreciate this for a minute? Who painted that? That is fantastic. That makes me happy. Oh my gosh, I want one. And I'm so sorry to hear that your your guinea pigs died. Hopefully not as a result of complications relating to coronavirus. Oh man. All right, that was Perry. Good job. Here's Devin. Devin's is, I think, audio only, as per his explanation. We'll hear about that in just a sec. Let's see. This one, for some reason, we can't go full screen. Let's maybe do that. Okay. So let's maybe we'll just hear it.
All right. Hey, Miller. So I'm just doing this from Canvas right now. I originally did this on my phone and I edited it like on iMovie, and it was going to be really awesome and stuff, but iMovie has been really difficult to work with, and it's not letting me like share files or anything, and it's just being really weird. So I'm just going to record this off of my mic on my PC with Canvas. So how's this disease affected my community? Everyone just has to kind of stay inside. And no church, no ward meetups, that sort of thing. For me personally, it's kind of like the summertime, honestly. It really is like summer. I can sleep in and do all sorts of stuff, especially like with last summer because I had an online class. So this just feels like last summer. Except I don't have any ward stuff to do and I can't really hang out with friends. So that kind of sucks. But I think that's kind of the same for most people. But yeah, people still text each other. People are still acting the same. You know, people aren't freaking out here. Luckily, one guy actually in our ward started giving away potatoes and like toilet paper for free out on the street. That was really nice. Really, really nice. So I think this is, in my community, I think it has brought out the better side in people rather than the, worse side, that sort of thing. But we're good here. We have lots of food. We just got some new toilet paper, so we're all good. I hope you're doing okay, Miller. I hope you and your family are safe. And, well, that's it.
You're awesome, Devin. I think this is bringing out the good side in a lot of people. For better or for worse, this is, a new normal. But people are not just randomly going to change who they are through a crisis. They're going to show their true colors. And, I totally agree with that. All right, what have we got here? Oh, look at this. All right, let's see this in a new tab. I've got what looks to be something strange. This is from Josh. Let's cut over to Josh here. This is Josh's special report on Instagram. Oh, by the way, I was also going to say, Perry, the art that you do is really awesome, and I have wanted to do more art. Some of it I've done videos of and things while I've been cooped up, but I also have wanted to just paint again. I haven't painted in a long time, and I'd love to get into painting again. I have these huge blank canvases that are just waiting to be painted on in my garage. So I'm just like, okay, I gotta do this. All right, let's see Josh's.
I want to share what my life has been, I guess, since we can't go to school. I'm kind of really bummed out. So we had to move my tortoise over. Well, my mom did, because I was fast asleep. Now she's here, and my mom now works at home here, and it's been kind of hard, I guess, mostly because catching up on the assignments has been kind of tricky, because now I have to be paying attention to several classes and things like that, which is kind of nutty, and I don't like that. Usually I'm a fan of that word, but this time I mean it as in a bad way. I don't really know what to say.
Awesome. Josh, you're great. What a good guy. So that's Josh, and he has been, Josh has been a rock in our class, right? Just, some people are more vibrant and boisterous, and some people are just, kind of quietly doing their thing. Josh is always the one that's looking to do more, right? He's always like, what else can I do, right? He's like the embodiment of assign yourself, like I'm always saying. I love that. All right, let's see the next one. Click here to view.
Hi. It's been a while, but I think information on the pandemic is important. Through this whole crazy mess, the business I work for is still open, so I'd like to spend this report talking about what it's like to stay open when almost everything else is closed. At Endless Title, what we do is very hands-on in the process of helping someone buy a house. What I'm mainly involved with is escrow closings. Physical presence is important in a closing because the escrow officer needs to be there when the person signs. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit, we thought we might be closed, but since we are under the category of essential, we stayed open with some new procedures. I am in charge of sanitizing the closing rooms 6 or 7 times daily and making sure each room has a bottle of hand sanitizer. I also had to remove all the toys from the kids area and magazines. Soon thereafter, more procedures showed up, which entailed all door handles must be sanitized and the coffee maker must be taken out. We also aren't allowed to touch the fridge unless we either have a napkin or a wipe covering our hands. Starting Monday, March 30th, 2020, only signers can come to closings, which has really upset some of the agents and loan officers I've been friends with. I interviewed one of my coworkers about what's happening recently. This is what he had to say.
Well, it's a lot harder. We do a lot of phone calls and video conferences.
Brian.
We stay 6 feet apart. We sanitize the offices. We wash our hands constantly. Each employee is in separate offices. Each office has their doors open. We make people, when they come in, sanitize their hands. Keep going. Every day's a new adventure. We will get through it.
These are the updates I've got so far, and I hope to be back in school soon. Stay safe, everyone.
That's awesome. Good job, Grace. And way to land the interview with that very high-profile person. It's Grace's dad. I mean, you're quarantined with him, right? So might as well. All right. Oh man, can't wait to see what happens here. So this one's from Jackson. Looks like it's on YouTube. So let's go full screen and.
So, what is happening with COVID-19? Well, a lot, while at the same time not. The not part is mainly just me sleeping in all day, playing video games or watching TV, not doing anything really productive. Not a surprise though. It is 3:02 a.m. currently. I am recording this, trying to figure out the right things to say, or the right way to put it, without stuttering and rambling on useless topics. So let me talk about the stores real quick. Stores are basically out of stock of chips, soda, crap like that near me. They've just recently restocked, and they're only allowing people to buy a certain amount of certain things, which is good. I've also been practicing my keyframing, as you can tell. I'm getting better, just overall doing this. I mean, this is the only thing I've really actually done that's in a way productive. Currently my job is closed down for the moment because of the virus and everything, so I'm not getting paid. I'm just, to be honest, I am looking for a job, but I've just been too lazy to actually go and look for one. You know, it's been crazy. It's been a wild ride, and you know, I don't really know what else to say really. So I'm just gonna end it off here because I think there's really not much else to say besides it's been a little rough. But that's not gonna stop me. I'm gonna keep practicing on my keyframing and just doing better in Premiere Pro in general. But yeah, hopefully I'll have this video finished soon and I can show you. Thank you for watching, Miller, and yeet the child. Yep, yeet the child. I need to go to sleep.
Oh gosh. Send help. Oh my gosh. Jackson, I miss your mannerism. I love it. Oh my gosh. That voice and just, oh my goodness. That makes me so happy. Very good. All right, there's Jackson. Let's see from Jesse. All right, I need to authorize my account. Okay, it's already done. Full screen. It's funny, every page has a different full screen. All right.
Hello. So, quarantine update. Haven't been outside in 4 days. I can't go on my bike rides because A, the quarantine, be the earthquake, and even when I can, there's just been trash weather, so I haven't been on a bike ride in a while. I've been living off saltine soup and coffee for almost a week because the stores are completely empty. And I've mostly been working on just homework, just more out of boredom than necessity. My work got closed, so I have the rest of the week off. So that's a little bit frustrating, but it's also kind of nice. I've mostly just been bored. Yeah, there's not much else to say, except that I'm bored out of my mind. So yeah.
Awesome. Jessie was actually one of the people that I got to talk to yesterday, and I was very excited to hear that she had gone on a super long bike ride. She biked, what did you say, 52 miles yesterday? Good on you. That was awesome. Or the day before. That feels good. Like if you can't do what you always do, and then you finally are able to do it again, it's like, oh, I needed this. Hopefully happy things, not like going to work but you hate it or something. Going on a bike ride, like you need that. When I cleaned out my garage, and I actually had room to set up my drum set in my garage again, and I got to play, I was like, oh, where has this been? I needed this in my life. Very cool, Jessie. All right, MJ.
Okay.
All right, here's MJ's message for us.
Okay. It is currently April 2nd, 11:01 a.m., and I am in California. And, so a big thing that's been happening, as everyone should know, if not, then I don't know where you live, and can I move there? But what's been happening is the coronavirus, and it is basically ruining everyone's lives. But as I said earlier, I'm in California, and I wouldn't want to switch it for the world. I love being here, even though we're quarantined. But the thing is that everyone is moving around. Like I see people driving, people walking. It doesn't really feel like it's hit this area yet. But what we've been doing, which I kind of love, is we've been doing little service projects for everyone, because we have a lot of older neighbors, and so we go around with a little piece of paper, and they write down like a grocery list, and then give us money. We go shopping, give it to them. It's great. And then we also put a heart in our window. I can't think of it. That looks bad, but we put a heart in our window, and it's to show support for any doctors, nurses, anyone in the medical industry who's going by, and they just see that we're here for them. We're supporting whenever they drive by. And then we give heart attacks to people, not like, but like we write little notes on their hearts, and then we tape those hearts to their door. So it's been fun being here. I haven't minded it. We go for walks, and runs in the nighttime, and then we go to the beach. No one's there, so it's no problem with like the 6 feet apart, and it's just been a lot of fun. The only thing that I don't like though is you can't buy anything. It's like it's all gone. What surprised me though was chicken. I don't understand why all the chicken's gone. Does not make sense to me. Neither does the water, because we still have water. Unless your faucets stop working, you should have water. And toilet paper. I just feel like people need to slow down everything, but that's okay. I actually don't know how long this is gonna be. Oh, what else? Oh, homeschooling. I have not been enjoying homeschooling in the slightest bit. Oh. Yeah, that's it. I hope everyone's doing good. So, bye.
Very cool. Kind of jealous that you're by the ocean. Just saying. I grew up by the coast. I grew up 5 minutes from the beach, and I'm a little jealous. What you doing there, Lucky? So anyway, oh, I was gonna laugh about homeschool too. My kids are homeschooled, and to them, the education portion of this is kind of all the same, but like the heightened anxiety of, everyone is home and no one can leave and this and that, it's very real, right? It hits everybody, whether or not you're going to public school, Very cool. Let's see. Let's hear from Mark. All right. Oops.
Man, there's gotta be something up. Worm racing. Duck flying. Ice melting. Russian handball. And Golian bowling? '1976 NBA regular season game. Alright. Every stinking time!
That's awesome. Good job, Mark. Oh, man. I think we're all feeling that way. Mark is especially obsessed with sports, so challenging. All right. Let's see. So this one's from Eric. Look at Eric. Good on you, man. Nice. Very cool. Good report, Eric. I like that. I love all those, what we call B-roll, right? Tons of B-roll shots. Very good. I love that. Cool. So that is all of the special reports. I think I want to hold off on the mini documentaries, maybe till we have a few more of them. If you still have one of these and you haven't submitted the special report yet, hand it in. You can see it doesn't take very long. It's just kind of a one-on-one blog, or it's a little more involved with B-roll and stuff. I think some of you guys went above and beyond. That was awesome. With your mini documentary, you guys have the skills and the techniques and stuff that you're going to do B-roll and interviews and everything that we expect. High caliber video production. You guys have been doing awesome at that. I would love to see more of them. So, if you haven't handed in your your special report, please get that to me, and I'll put them in. I have been quick to grade, but I've been slower to put in zeros for not having it. Right? A lot of kids sometimes will ask me, oh, Miller, am I going to fail this one or whatever? No, but you need to get it in very soon, right? Because eventually I do have to kind of zero out if anybody didn't put in if I didn't put the grade in for that one. I was also going to talk to you guys about midterms. Midterms are April 24th. So if you do have anything you need to get to me, please get that to me within the next 9 or 10 days or so. I need to get in all of these grades by the day before, April 23rd. So if you are missing something, get that to me by the 23rd, please. Also, if you have any of my camera equipment, please get that to me. Don't drop it to me directly. I might not even be here. There's always somebody in the office, though, between like 7 a.m. and like 2 in the afternoon. So if you do have some of my camera equipment that includes tripods or microphones or the camera themselves or whatever you have, please make sure that I get those back. You can just drop them in the office and say, hey, this is Miller's camera equipment, and she'll know exactly what to do. She'll email me, and I'll get a hold of it after it's thoroughly sanitized. No, I'm just kidding. Well, maybe I will. Who knows? But anyway, I love you guys. I miss you, and I hope to see you soon. And if we don't, email me through Canvas and stuff. I miss you. I want to hear from you. And I think it's kind of fun to see these videos because it's a fun way to connect with each other, even though we can't like physically be in the same room and connect with each other. You're awesome. I miss you, and I hope to see you soon. Take black. Take